What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is a video I know some of you guys have been waiting for. Last video you saw the introduction to my ultra rare PTS paint to sample Porsche Cayman GT4 in mint green. Well, today's going to be a little bit more of a detailing video for you guys. We're going to touch a little bit on some of the modifications and some of the plans I have for the car, but realistically it's going to be kind of this old school style vlog where we're going to talk about washing the car, what I'm kind of going through using, as well as basically, again, the plans for the car and whatnot. My buddy Matt Mormon has always kind of pushed me to do these kind of wash and talks. So, you know, I figured this is a perfect chance. We're going to wash in the garage here, get it all cleaned up, get the wheels done. It'll be the first major wash since I've got in the car. Get it cleaned up, and then we're going to be doing a paint correction video, which will be coming following this, maybe a video or two after, depending on what I throw in between there. So you guys saw in the last video, I'll put a card, you know, up in the top corner up here, but paint to sample, mint green, Cayman GT4. We have the carbon ceramic brakes, clear side markers. In here we have the bucket seats. You should be able to see through in there. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get the wheels cleaned up first, and then we're gonna go ahead and foam the car down, get the whole car washed down. Basic cleaning, it doesn't really need clay bar. I've already kind of checked that. It's already nice and smooth, so we don't have to do that before polishing. We're gonna go through and get that done. We'll talk about this more, but some of the modifications will include something for the wing, obviously something to make it louder, and a few things that I have going. So we're gonna be using Matt's Obsessed Garage pressure setup. If you guys haven't seen this thing or checked it out, it's a beast. It's kind of pricey, but you get what you pay for. You know, most of the cost of the unit is the Krenzle itself, but we got a hose reel. We have filtered water, so direct feed comes out here. I can run filtered water through here, or I can just bypass it and go right up. Put you guys on the tripod here, get the lapel mic'd up, and we'll talk through kind of just what I'm going through here. It's gonna be really, really basic, really, really simple. My favorite part about washing cars in the garage is watching all the people freak out about how you're gonna spray your walls and you're gonna get mold on your walls because mold develops in, you know, 2 minutes, and you know, people just freak out, you know, and it's awesome and it's hilarious because these people must not have any clue how to aim a pressure washer or a hose or any sort of stream of water in a direction. You're not sitting here shooting the wall. You know, by the time you get 2 feet away from whatever you're hitting with the pressure washer, you're basically, it's just a mist that's dissipating. So you know, and the other thing, oh, you're gonna get water that's gonna collect in your garage. Well, yeah, no, my garage is on a very slight slope. Water pushes out, and I just got a floor squeegee and push it out if I have to. Anywho, pressure washer is on. Fill the bucket, get my tools. So for the wheels, I basic Microfiber Madness wheel woolly thing here, a scrub brush for the tires. This will get all just the junk off the tires. Got a standard lug brush here, and then another kind of brush, just a soft bristle brush, and then I have a small, basically a small easy detail brush right here, because Porsche's, the calipers are really, really close to the wheels. So they're just, this probably won't fit between there, but this will get the base of the wheel as much as possible. So we'll use that and get all that taken care of. So let's get to it. I don't use any brake cleaner. I'm just kind of using PTS Brake Buster. Again, Matt Mormon turned me onto this. Porsche brakes, you don't really need a heavy, aggressive cleaner to take anything off. So I'm just going to use this to just agitate the tires a little bit, scrub the tires off. I'm not even really probably going to spray this on there because there's really no dust or anything. I got soap. I just use Adam's car shampoo in the wheel bucket just for that lubrication, and that should be enough. Aren't coated yet, so I will be doing probably when winter comes around. Just gonna go ahead and do a full, basically a wheels off, kind of caliper clean, get the wheels and calipers coated. This is about as thorough as I get with them on the car, which is still fairly thorough. That's the benefit of these carbon ceramics with any car manufacturer, Porsche, BMW, whoever. You really don't have to clean the wheels. Like, you can hit them with a pressure washer, and if you have any sort of coating, like a spray-on coating or anything on there, that's about it. I mean, I have not washed these wheels, and I'm barely working here to clean them. I mean, if anything, the calipers are probably the dirtiest because they probably haven't been cleaned ever before by the previous owner, which they even aren't that bad. So I'll just go through here and get around the valve stem, the lugs, and then I'll use that easy mini brush in here. Like I said, the caliper, it's too tight up against the wheel, so you can't get that microfiber madness brush up in there. That's done. Easy as that. I'm not gonna bore you guys with the rest of cleaning these wheels. You guys get the process, understand I've done a whole separate video on wheel cleaning. This is just, again, I'm just kind of walking you through my first wash. I'll go ahead and get the wheels cleaned up, I'll come back, and then I'll go ahead and we'll talk about the modifications, the plans that I have for this car, and everything like that. The wheels are all complete. You guys know the deal about foaming. You've seen this a million times, but we'll continue our chat on the modifications and everything with the car once I get the foam on the car and start washing. Take note for everybody complaining about mold on the wall. I don't see any wet walls anywhere. The mist you see shooting off the car it's just mist. It literally dissipates before it goes anywhere. So I don't understand when people are saying, oh, you're gonna get your walls soaking wet. I'm pointing the wand, I'm pointing the gun at the car the whole time as I'm working around. I'm not pointing the gun this way towards the wall there. I'm changing my position to point the gun here. So you guys can wash your car in your garage. This is bathroom mold resistant drywall paint anyways. The baseboard is plastic and it's sealed, so it's not like the baseboard's gonna suck anything up either. So for everybody who say, oh, you can't wash in your garage, don't listen to them, just don't be an idiot and you'll be fine. There's no issues with it whatsoever. Just push that extra water out. If your garage isn't level, push it out, let the door crack, let some air in. Not a big deal at all. Look guys, got soap all over the wall. Look at it, look, there's soap. Soap all over the place. Had this car about a week and a half now, you know, and I will say, you know, initial impressions compared to the McLaren, if you guys are new here, I have a McLaren 12C. You know, the car's obviously slower. I don't think there's a question in terms of straight line speed, you know, that which one's faster. But what I will say is around town, in terms of driving abilities, driving capabilities, and what this car is, I would say around town, this car is faster because realistically, the McLaren and the 12C or any McLaren for that matter, to get that car to work its best, you just have to be at a track. You have to have a lot of space. This car, it is still fast. Don't get me wrong, it's very light, it's very fast. It has that kind of go-kart feel to it, but you can push this car and you're not doing a million miles an hour with the blink of an eye. You can kind of really learn the car and you don't have to push the car as hard to get the grip that you want. There's a couple things that I want to do to the car. Obviously, we can't leave anything stock, but you know, first thing is, you know, I'd like to definitely get an exhaust on it. You know, there's the endless debate of, you know, which exhaust is better and whatnot. I had Soul Performance downpipes on my 12C, and they were great. The fitment was good. The guys over there took care of me, answered all my questions. I had zero issues with them. Lifetime warranty. I'm gonna do long tube headers for this car. Not catless, but I'm gonna go catted. That way I don't have to deal with tuning the car. I don't have to deal with, you know, any crazy smelling. You know, I used to go, you know, the whole catless game and everything like that was cool, but I guess just I'm getting old is the word I guess maybe I should say. I just don't want to deal with smelling and tuning it and all this and stuff. And to be quite frank, I don't really think this car needs it. If you're gonna go catless on a car, I would go on a GT3 or GT3 RS, just because that engine is just insane. And I would just want to open that thing up so loud and just destroy all my neighbors with it. But this car, you know, it's actually pretty loud stock. It's got the Porsche Sport exhaust on it, so it can be quiet when I want it to be. But when you get up there like 5K, it revs, it pops, it, you know, burples around and everything, and it's just, it's already good as it is. So I think we'll do that just to get the grunt out of it. And then Soul makes tailpipes for the car that have actually like an X pipe in it. So I'm gonna film all this for you guys. I'll go ahead and bring you along for just doing the tips. I think you can just do the tips. You don't have to do long tubes and get that X pipe, and that'll help bring out some more throatiness to it. But we're gonna do the headers and the tips with the X pipe, leave the standard valves exhaust in there, and that should really open it up. There's a couple more aero tweaks I'm gonna do to the car. I'm gonna go with the Salter Aero uprights, which basically, if you see the wing now on camera, it's got a good subtle position to it. Personally, I think it could be a little more aggressive, a little higher. And all the stuff that I've seen, all the, you know, add-ons for that wing that I've seen are just disgusting. They're, you know, they bolt on to the already stock uprights. Like they bolt on. You take the wing off and you bolt it on here, and that looks too cheesy and stupid for me. I'm going with Salter Aero. They make uprights that basically look like the 991.1, or you can get the version 2, which they look like the .2 RS wing uprights, and they go on there. And I think it makes this car look great. I'll try to overlay a picture onto here, but it makes it so much more aggressive. And the other piece about it is, right now when you're in the car, the wing is dead center in the middle of your rear view mirror. So these actually, I guess technically are functional too, in the sense that they pull up that wing out of your middle of your mirror and get it right at the top of your mirror, so you can see. You don't have to look kind of around it or anything like that. So those are the two big ones for now. In terms of the interior, I have Ed, you guys have probably seen it in one of Matt's videos, but Ed, Crazy Eddie from Red List, his side bolsters for the bucket seats. I have the bucket seats in here, and the outer bolsters just get totally destroyed when you're getting it out of the car. It's inevitable. It just happens. Do a video for you guys on installing those here on a separate video. But over the winter time, I'd like to put a harness bar on the car, 6-point harnesses in the car, and get it track ready. You know, you guys, if you're new to the channel, I'm a track kind of nut. I track my 12C. The downside about tracking the 12C was I didn't have the bucket seats. I had the standard seats, and I didn't have a harness in it. So it was pretty difficult. Once you started getting good tires on the car and you really started pushing the car, it was tough to drive it comfortably because you were just sliding all over the seat. So I think BBI makes a lower seat harness bar for the lower part. And then I think they make just a harness bar. I think that's the one I'm gonna go with. The guys at Porsche Mainline and McLaren Philly will help kind of direct me. They got a lot of track guys out there. And then I will probably put gyro disc rotors on the car just while I'm tracking it, so I can not really have to worry about the carbon ceramics, and then I can just swap them off and go ahead and run the PCCBs around when I'm not tracking. I hate brake dust. All you detailers out there, you know what I'm talking about. You guys see, easy as that. Look, still no soap on the walls. Isn't that weird? Between wheels, pressure washing hose, and drying, those are my three like gripes when I'm washing a car. Other than that, I'm pretty zoned out and whatnot, but drying the car is just, to me, it's boring, and that's actually where you incur most of your potential swirling or scratching. Now, we're gonna go through on a separate video, and the full front has PPF, so basically from the front fenders back, we're gonna paint correct Cody. You guys might have seen him, you know, a while ago, my buddy Cody. He's gonna come out and help me just so we can knock this out in one night. But the paint looks pretty good, just some minor swirling. The taillights and the plastics have some minor swirling, so we're gonna go ahead and clean all that up, and then we're gonna go ahead and PPF the rest of the car. Here's the wing uprights. They're, I would say, maybe 4 inches tall, something like that. And most of what I was saying, most of the companies that make them, you leave these installed right here, and then you take the wing off of here and they add another attachment on there, so you have this like double attachment, and I just think that looks like total garbage. Picture the 991 GT3 uprights from here to the wing. So they're gonna look sick. I can't wait. They're already on their way here, so once they come in and I have some time, I'll show you guys installing that. But it really makes the wing, this makes it look like a proper GT car. Again, it doesn't look bad now. It's, you know, it's fairly substantial, but yeah, it really just props that wing up and just makes it way more aggressive. I can't wait. Remember how this looks. Stay tuned for those. Yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Let me know what you guys think about the modifications. If there's any modifications that you guys would like to see, comment down below. Let me know. I think I've covered a pretty basic list for this car. But yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing it with you guys. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys like the color. It's showing up a lot better on camera here right now with the lighting and everything. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Troy Sowers. I always kind of post some little previews, some cool pictures and some things like that that you don't necessarily see on YouTube first. So make sure you guys are following me there. Make sure you guys give this video a nice big like, big thumbs up to help boost this back. We're back from the channel hacking, so I'm excited to put out some content for you guys and get you guys some really cool content, especially with this car. It's a special car. I've been looking for it for a while, and I finally have one. So definitely some cool content to come, so make sure you guys are subscribed. We'll see you guys on the next one.